said, I was thinking that I made a terrible mistake in trying to take on such a massive task. My dad told me, he said, I don't know. He said, you've done a lot of things in your life, but he said, you're taking on one massive task there. And he knew it. Yeah. But I certainly had thought about it.
It was the right thing to do at the time, right?
Well, at the time, your mum encouraged me as well. She encouraged me. I'm glad I've done it anyway. I'm glad. I mean, you never get anywhere unless you take a chance, do you?
That's the same one, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just a drawing that somebody wanted to give me a price.
To give you an estimate of how much it would be worth?
No, how much it would cost to finish it.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah. That was the drawing we took to... Has it got a date on it?
On the bottom there?
Yeah.
Which
Date, yeah. 97. Yeah, it's probably when Mum and I took it to Turkey.
This is even before... This is before you'd even started work on the boat? Oh no, you just started on the frame, haven't you?
Yeah. Just about the time we started, yeah. Okay, so when we took it, that was the date of the drawing, but when we took it to Turkey might have been 98, I don't know.
This drawing,
I can't remember.
Because the original plan was to sail the hull to Turkey to get it fitted out.
Yeah, that's what...
Oh, and this is when... So you went on a trip with Joe to Turkey?
Yes, Joe came as well, yeah.
So that wasn't 97, was it?
I can't remember.
Oh, yeah, well... Lucy wasn't there?
No.
Okay, so Lucy and I would have been in school.
You were at school, yeah. And Mum and I and Joe went to Turkey and sussed out that boatyard.
Yeah, Joe remembers.
It was all very impressive. The only thing was that there was an Englishman put me off by saying, yeah, of course, if you can't afford it, you lose your boat and you've got no chance of getting it. He was very negative.
You mean the Turks will just take it from her?
Yeah.
Huh.
He's very negative.
Yeah.
In actual fact, I don't think.
Well, it sounds very English of him.
Yeah. Right, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It didn't bother me. That didn't bother me at all. No. I found them absolutely excellent. They were people that would make every handle, everything. They'd make it in the foundry. Every bit of metalwork would be hand founded and cast and made themselves. The only stuff they'd buy in would be like leather and stuff for finishing it off. But it wasn't to be. But as John Bolton was going to take it over with me, but it wasn't to be. I got iller. My condition got worse and worse, and in the end I was just a real angry patch that nobody could approach, nobody could say there was anything wrong with me. I wouldn't accept it, and I'm afraid that's what happens,
Well, this is to when you stopped, right in like 2006.
Before then, 2004.
But you're still working on it.
Stopped. So that's an approximation of a layout.
Yeah.
There's a bathroom and toilet. That's a single. I think I was gonna be either one or two berths, you know, one above the other, or a single berth. That's a big double berth.
Yeah.
And this is a double berth.
That's the captain's room.
Well, maybe, yeah. And then you got a couple of 2 or 3 steps, and then you got this U-shaped settee with a table that can drop down and make another double berth with a curtain.
So
that goes
this
round.
is a table here.
Yes.
And that drops down below the seating level.
Yeah.
And then you put some cushions on top of it, and that makes a double bed there.
Yeah.
That's a single bed, or 2 singles, one on top of the other.
Yeah.
That's a double.
Yeah.
That's a double.
Yeah.
And then you got a shower and a toilet there.
Yeah.
Where's the other shower and toilet? There.
Yeah.
There's the wheel.
Yeah.
Is that the wheel?
Yeah. Well,
And
there's the wheel.
oh yeah. So the cockpit. Yeah.
Stands above the deck. Yeah.
It's above the deck there. That's the wheel that we've got.
Yeah. And so I was planning on having the centre of the cockpit where your feet would go.
Yeah.
Would be above a table, a nice table, so that you could all sit round the table underneath it. It's a possibility.
How do you mean? I mean, that cockpit's already pretty cramped.
No, underneath, inside the boat.
Oh yeah.
You imagine inside the boat, if you looked up at the deckhead, you'd see the base of the cockpit.
Yeah.
Well, you've got the central bit where the footwell.
It's a hole, isn't it?
The footwell.
Yeah.
The footwell's lower, isn't it?
Yeah.
18 inches lower. Well, that would be above a circular table in that master cabin.
Right.
The stateroom.
I see. Oh, and that's the master cabin there.
Yeah, it's a stateroom. Yeah.
Oh right. And there's a kitchen. That's the galley.
Yes, that's the galley. So got a. Is it just a very rough idea? Somebody wanted drawings for. I can't remember.
So we got one mast sat on top of the centerboard here.
Yeah.
That's the foundation, and this is another mast, isn't it?
Oh yes. Yeah. There's
On
two
top of
masts.
that steel
Yeah.
pole that's
Yeah.
standing there now.
Yeah. But this mast will stand on this mast come right through the deck.
Yeah.
Deckhead. Come right through, stand on there, and it'll be lifted in place by this mast, so that you don't need a crane.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then, of course, you've got the chain plates that hold up the chain plates and the ratlins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is that the sewage tank there?
Yeah, it could be.
I mean, well, because this runs.
What does it say? Is that the bow section or the stern? I think it's the bow, isn't it?
Section on B&B.
Well,
Oh, it doesn't say. Oh, I see. B&B. Oh, right, so that's the bow there.
yeah,
But the sewage tank is actually here,
yeah,
and the propeller shaft runs through it.
yeah.
Well, you kind of got these pictures jumbled up.
Well, I know, I've never sorted them out properly.
Here's the beginning.
Oh, that's right, the mould, I remember that now.
It's the wooden mould.
Yeah, I remember you riding the, or was it Joe?
There's Joe riding a tricycle around the deck. Oh yeah, I always remember how smooth this was. It's plywood, isn't it?
Yeah.
But that's all of us on the deck there.
Oh yeah.
Well, me, Mum, Joe.
Yeah. I expect Mum must have wondered what the hell was going on. You know. But,
Yeah.
but she encouraged
Well,
me
was that
to build
idea?
it. Yeah, it was really. She said, you know them boats you used to build? Hadn't you ever thought about building one now? Building another one?
There's Joe with his favourite block and chain.
Yeah. Yeah. He used to love that one.
Lifting something heavy.
Yeah.
And then that's the beginnings.
The beginnings to the foredeck, yeah.
And there's the beginnings of the frames.
Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We built a wooden mould and I'd started making the frames up.
That's that board. You say that's an advertisement board.
Yeah.
And they're all marked out.
Good God.
And welding them together.
I made all the zigzags, didn't I, in the backyard? You know the zigzag steel? Like in that picture there, somewhere.
Yeah. I remember the plate that you used to make that.
Good Lord.
Yeah, those are the summers I remember making the frames
Right.
and tying them with you. Oh, but there's Joe in the background there. Just noticed that.
Right.
He would have been playing with the dogs or playing on the bikes.
Yeah. Do you remember Joey falling in that pond?
Oh yeah. This is the
reinforcement of the whole skin. Yeah.
this is what the frames and the hull of the boat is built out of. So they're steel rods, iron rods.
Yeah, 5mm diameter in what they call
Is it steel?
indent.
Or iron?
Oh, it's the strongest steel you can get.
Yeah.
Suspension bridge wire.
And then it's 6 layers of mesh on either side, is it?
Yeah, something like that.
And then it's tied every inch squared, isn't it?
Every crossing, yeah.
Every single crossing.
Yeah.
I remember doing that in the
It
snow.
makes one hell of a boat.
With the tying
Hell of
pliers.
a strong.
But actually tying those.
Yeah.
Imagine the whole
Bloody
surface
cannonball.
area of the boat.
Bloody cannonball wouldn't go
Every
through it, would it?
single crossing we tied it with one of these.
And then it was vibrated with cement enriched with 8mm long glass
Fiberglass.
fibre
Yeah.
to reinforce the cement.
So you got glass fibre cement and all this reinforcement. It's
Yeah.
just solid, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah.
Lovely drop of stuff.
That was the centreboard case.
Well, that's the real marvel, isn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty complicated because you had to build a mould for it. The amount of work that went into that. I mean, all these, can you see these bolts sticking out? You can see some sticking out here.
Yeah.
And they're all over it, there's bolts sticking out everywhere. They all had to be accurate, better than a 1/16 of an inch.
Ah, see there, that's
Yeah.
it's a wooden
Part
mould.
of the mould, yeah.
Yeah, that's really remarkable.
Yeah.
And they're cementing it.
Yeah. Like Pat Webb said, it was equivalent to building a boat. Just building that. Because you had to build a mould for it. Oh dear. Now when I look at that, I think, well, I went through all that trouble, you know, and it is pretty well perfect, isn't it? There's not many boats about to that perfection.
There he is, carrying it up. Carrying it up, isn't it? That's how heavy is that?
I don't know. I can't remember. Quite heavy.
There's the centreboard in place. I mean, The case.
Oh yeah, the case, yeah. Oh yeah.
So that was actually done first before all the frames?
Yeah, and then these bolt on, there's all bolts put in this, accurately put in with galvanised angle iron, and the whole lot was jigged up so that it would fit perfectly. That was the plan. That's the bearing in there. There's a 4-inch stainless steel pin. That was the rudder shaft, and these blades took the oak rudder.
Yeah.
And then that was all built into the boat.
And that would have been one of the middle frames.
Yeah. Yeah.
That must have been about 11 or 12.
Yeah, not that. Yeah. That's right, because then we made a big flat board to cement them on, didn't we?
Well, you said they were advertising boards.
Yeah. They were Formica face boards.
Whereas?
Oh yeah. We laid them all carefully on this boarding and cemented them, yeah.
I remember cementing them on that flat surface, but sometimes you'd have a crease in the plastic and it would come up on the frame.
Yeah.
So we got some frames with these plastic creases in.
Didn't really matter, did it?
No.
Yeah. Ah. Good Lord. When you think back, the amount of
It's
work.
epic. It's huge.
I
remember we had to keep them wet,
Yeah.
didn't we?
Oh, that's
Why
right.
was that?
To cure the cement.
To let it
cure
set.
No, to cure it. The hydration process takes time, and if you let it naturally dry in the air, it doesn't. The hydration process can't work without water.
And will it become more crumbly and brittle?
Well, not as strong, yeah. It's coming along.
There's a centerboard case.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was when I had the second go, wasn't it? You know, and it was really moved then. Yeah.
Well, that's the cement. That's the concrete frames done.
Yeah.
But this is amazing. Just lifting these frames up in place
With that tackle.
with that red crane.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
And then put the
all the rods
hull
Yeah.
around.
Oh yeah.
Wrap them around.
Oh yeah. Right. I worked like blazes after that.
It really began to take shape.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like these ones. It's the bear skeleton.
Yeah.
And there's the see it just taking shape.
Oh yeah. When you look at it now, you wouldn't think about all that, would you?
Yeah. It's Joe in one of the ballast tanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way I know the boat, upside down.
Yeah.
You can hide in there. And there's cementing day.
Yeah. That was when we was casting it. That was the main casting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look like you look.
I was
You can
quite
see the
worried.
teenager in you there,
Yeah.
in your face.
Yeah. I was quite worried because it was a massive operation. There's about 20 blokes I employed from a company.
So you got a bunch of plasterers, and
No,
then
I had a team of people that used that glass from Pilkington up at I can't remember, up north somewhere, and I'd got a bit of a repertoire going with the manager.
rapport.
Yeah, rapport, and he let me have 20 blokes at cost price to him, and he gave me all the glass as well.
The fiberglass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I thought you got a team. You got one team of guys to plaster it. I mean, to put it on,
Yeah,
and then another team of guys to smooth it off. The second team,
buggered off.
they came too early, and then they buggered off.
Yeah.
And
something
so
like
you
that.
and the other guys had
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
So
It's
you-
doubtful whether they were capable of doing it anyway.
Oh, okay.
You know.
But this is why you've worked into the night here.
Oh yeah,
You worked well into the night to smooth it off.
we did. Yeah.
These are all a bit jumbled up. Is that the oak or the teak?
Teak. Yes, teak.
This
yeah.
is the teak that you were talking about.
I can't see. You have to bring it a bit closer. No, that's the oak.
That's the oak for the centerboard and the rudder.
Yeah. That's the oak for the centerboard and
Well,
the
that's
rudder,
the
yeah.
circular saw, isn't it?
Where?
Up the top there.
Here.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that was that farmer. That farmer sold me the oak tree. He was a keen sailor, but he had a lot of money, you know. I mean, he used to go out to the Caribbean and just rent a great big sailing boat for a couple of months, you know, for him and his family. And we used to go down to France camping. And that's
The
that
rudder.
rudder, yeah.
It's the centerboard being lifted up into it.
Yeah, well, that is when I dropped it. See, somehow, I don't know how, but I was lifting it up to get it into the slot, and I stood here somewhere, and I dropped it.
Jesus. And it went 2 foot into the ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
How heavy is it? Solid oak,
Eight.
isn't it?
Yeah, 8.5 weight. It's got 300 weight lead pellet in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. To make it sink.
That would have killed you.
It would have done. By golly, it would have done. It give me a shock. We went over it with you know, stones, pumice stones. Smooth it down. Yeah. And you've got to do it within 2 or 3 days. And once that was done, then we spent a month or so smoothing it and painting, you know.
Well, yeah, here it is. Once it was done, you gave it that undercoat. How many coats of white are there?
I can't remember. So they just sprayed it.
I like that green.
Yeah. Yeah, I prefer the green.
And this is teak as well, is it?
Yeah. not. No, it's not. It's Iroko.
Yeah.
I believe it's Iroko. I'm fairly certain. There's 2 layers of Iroko glued together to make a curve. Look at that picture of rudder. It's a nice picture, isn't it? That picture of a rudder.
It's Joe holding a snowball.
It's Joe, isn't it?
Holding a snowball, yeah.
Oh, right.
You got a magnifying glass?
Yeah, oh, it's not very good. Oh, yeah. Got a snowball in his right hand. Yeah.
Ah, you got double exposure here.
Where's that?
You got the boat in winter, in the snow,
Yeah.
and then you got the back end of it on a sunny day there. You see that? It's a double exposure.
Oh, I can see it. Yeah. Well, I'm glad. I wonder how that's just a fault of the camera.
It's probably, yeah, a roll-on problem. There's the trailer you built.
Yes, already.
Centerboard.
Yeah.
That's the cockpit.
Yeah. That was in the front room.
Sitting right here.
Yeah.
What's that made out? It's mahogany, is it? What's it made out?
Teak. It's all teak flanks. That is, I think it's elm. I can't remember.
The white wood.
Yeah, I can't remember if it's elm. What do you reckon on that then, Joe? Sitting in this front room.
It took about a year.
Yeah, my wife saying, that won't be here Christmas time. And it was, wasn't it?
We had Christmas dinner in it.
Yeah.
We certainly had Christmas breakfast in it.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Rolling it out of here, that's this room. And getting it in Bob's trailer.
Yeah. And that was Bob and me getting it out of the front door. We had to cut a notch out. I don't know if you can see there, where we cut a notch out the door
to fit it out.
To get it out, yeah. And that's a 7-foot high door, so that must be 7-foot diameter. Joe said, I don't know how you're going to do it. I said, just I'll tell you exactly what to do with your hands. And we got it up there.
That's the team.
Yeah.
It's Bob G, Nick, and Bob Atkinson.
Yeah. Deary me. That's when...
He's turning it over.
Yeah, John Bolton helped me turn it over. Took us about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Joey came up there.
Yeah, it's a shame I missed it.
Yeah.
I missed it all. But he had the tractor and the Land Rover.
Yeah.
All the wooden frames that he used to stand on.
Yeah, the mould. Yeah, all these acro props were for safety, in case the main jack, we had a 10-ton hydraulic jacking it up, and then when we jacked it, say half an inch, we backed it up with acros.
That's that one, the hydraulic jack.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's funny to see all them tanks, because you actually put those water tanks in when it was upside down.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I did, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah.
I missed all this. I guess I was at school with her.
Yeah, you was at school, yeah. It was very dangerous. We decided that Joe didn't ought to be there in the end.
Well, yeah, I remember going down under there, and it used to be like a minefield. There's so many jacks everywhere.
Right.
They could have kicked out.
Yeah.
Well, one of them did. Well, no.
It did, yeah. This one kicked out and it dropped a couple of inches, didn't it? But
Yeah.
it's quite frightening. But we had it backed up. Every time we jacked it up, we backed it up with those acros, those
Acro props, yeah.
screw-threaded acro
Yeah.
props. But,
how did you roll it over in the end?
well, we just pulled it until it was on the point of tip. And then it skidded on the grass and went the last bit as it...
Did it just you let it naturally roll?
Yeah,
That must have been
yeah,
heavy, like it must have been quite a thud.
yeah. Well, not really, we cheered and that was it. You see that pot there?
That's the smelting, the melting.
Yeah. Well, I put 2.5 tons of lead in the bottom of the boat.
And you did that alone as well.
Yeah.
How did you melt it? Just with a blowtorch?
Underneath there was a big blowtorch, yeah. It's here, isn't it?
No, I don't think it's in there.
This was teak, yeah.
That's the tip.
Yeah, there's the teak bandsaw. Yeah.
That's your teak, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's all our decks, cabin sides.
Yep.
That's the wood.
Yeah. He's old Bacchus, what is his name? John Bacchus. And I said, Mr. Bacchus, I'm coming for my teeth. Because I've been talking to him about it for about 20 years, I reckon. Because I had small amounts of them from the other boats.
Yeah.
And he told me that he'd got that log gang. And by God, that was the biggest, the longest bit he'd got there. 23 foot long. Yeah. And alongside it, he said he was going to put it in a museum. There was a bit about, I suppose it was about 3 meters long, but it was about 3 meters diameter.
Right.
See? And he reckoned that was, a one-off that you wouldn't in the world.
Yeah. A substantial bit of wood that you would keep.
And he was going to keep it to put it in a museum.
Yeah. Go back here again.
Yeah, they're all a bit mixed up, aren't they? next operation is to lift all that teak, mark it all with a pencil, so as you know where every bit goes, or the shipwright knows where every bit
It's all
goes.
laid out, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's all...
Is it still all okay?
Yeah.
Well, it'll be... One good thing is all those planks will have taken on shape because they've been bent like that for ages.
Yeah.
But what's got to happen? They've got to be lifted and cleaned underneath. The ones, I think it's only about... I think it's the upright one, the margin plank, and about two small planks, which have been glued unsuccessfully. They've got to be...
So they haven't all been glued?
No, but they've got to have the glue very carefully cleaned off because it's so valuable, the teak.
Yeah.
Well, you can't replace it. You can only replace it with short bits, you know, which is not the idea, you know.
Yeah.
You know, all the rail tops, the rail that went round the stern, I think I made that. I think that's up there. But the
wood?
Yeah, the teak rail top.
Yeah, I think that's right.
I think that's all drilled, ready to bolt down. But of course, when this larky with the glue happened, that's when I finished work. But all the rest of the rail is cut out of, you know, 2-inch thick or 2.5-inch thick teak by about 4 inches wide, and it's all got to be milled off, so it's got a round on. Tom Scatcher was going to do all that, yeah, but the shipwright would have to do it on a router.
Yeah.
But that's all. It's all up there. It's all hanging up there, ready to bolt down. Well, ready to machine and then bolt down.
So we got to clean it all off, clean all the glue off, and then glue it down and bolt it down.
No, just
glue it.
That glue doesn't need bolting.
So that'd be the first job for whichever boat builder you get.
Yeah.
Down here.
Yeah.
Great.
And you use those long clamps and wedges to clamp it down till the glue sets.
Yeah.
And it takes several weeks. We'll get it done. We'll get it done.